Go for a very KT-esque Ezreal pick here, so looking for the bridging early pick, as we asked about Nunu, and now, remember, Nocturne received some pretty big buffs on patch 8.5, a good solo queue pick. Looking for something to jump into the jungle.
Oh, it's so annoying to deal with on solo queue. Just people don't know how to deal, especially with the extra seconds on the ultimate darkness. But Azir, just a bunch of flashy jungle picks. They love to troll this BBQ team, and so would expect some normalcy from them.
Waiting for a jungle pick here on the side of BBQ. None of these champions can go in the jungle, so they need somebody. Will it actually be the Nocturne? Be fun to see, but for now at least leaving their options open. You'd imagine a tank jungler, but there's already been quite a few banned away. They're firming on one. It's going to be one smack bang in the middle, but one that has drawn a lot of ironic jeers in the LCK. It is going to be the Jax. Champion that can skirmish very well early, but can also have games be snowballed away very easily. Action onto Afrika, looking for a mid laner into the Azir. But we see Kuro jumping onto the Syndra to try to get some lane control on the Azir. The Taliyah, to me, is more likely, because while it may not be the Galio, it has globals, and look at this, he's actually going to show us something new and jump on the Vel'Koz to go into the Azir matchup. A Crown favorite, a legacy counter pick to the Azir. It's going to be a backline threat, and given how much frontline they have and how much dive, this is the sort of game where Vel'Koz should probably be pretty safe in the back.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, not everybody, but lots of different members in the mid lane from multiple different teams. Even UCal giving a shot at Vel'Koz. Played it once, it didn't go well, but this is going to be Kuro's debut on the season. We'll see how he will do on this champion that is slowly gaining popularity.
Very interesting comp from BBQ. It's not fully in teamfight, has kind of a lot of options. He probably doesn't want to engage in teamfight when you see Zach, Camille, Rakan on the enemy side, and we do have the star-crossed lovers, as Xayah and Rakan have been separated. Afrika all about the 2-item power spike, and then 9 points, and level 9, so 5 game. We talk about Pokemon and all sorts of other things. This game so far has been smart. It's been a lot of action, and we can see another gank.
There's the flash on in, and the Lantern. Does he get it this time? He does get the Featherstorm, but goes for the auto instead of clicking it. First blood, perfect ward. Is going to deny that one. Nicely done and executed by Afrika.
And teams getting more and more used to playing against Thresh, and more control wards onto the Lantern, making it basically impossible to click. I remember that previously full zoom would allow it and might still be in the game, but such a foreign mechanic to most people that we don't see it very often. First, the 10% damage amp is the reverse, and it's now more powerful as the game goes on when you have your Void Staff and other things, because a 10% damage amp at the end of the game, when there's more resistance on things in the game, is actually much more powerful then. So I think haunting guys as passive is honestly really powerful. The Liandry's has specific synergy on the Vel'Koz is a face check.
Someone had to face check. It was going to be Mowgli, but look at the damage coming out from Ezreal Vel'Koz. If you stand in a line like that, you better pray to God that you're going to survive. And, well, a bunch of them do take a ton of damage. Trick goes down, and immediately Afrika are running onto the Baron.
And he spotted on this, and there's been no recalls from a BBQ. They're still here. So Afrika, even despite having double Infernal, do not want to chance the arm, or at least the damage coming through from Azir and Gangplank, and they make the much more disciplined way to at first back away.
Look at Keen. We got the zoom out here. Thank you, Spo TV. He's going to be looking for that backline. Look at how low Ghost is. Looking for it, but actually going for Temp to the mid lane, but then he goes onto Ghost afterwards, and the damage is coming back here. Crazy thinking about hopping in. Had the death sentence landed, maybe another kill goes BBQ's way, but Afrika playing with fire. They do go 1 for 1.
Yeah, 1 for 1, and it pulls out.
Looking for the engage here are the couple of them. Emperor's Divide is not going to save Temp. There it is, the disintegration ray underneath, and then the huge knockup from Tucson to follow up. There he is. That's the support you know and love, and well, that's going to be a nice fight for Afrika, even if they do lose Tucson.
Keen was a monster in that fight. He used the Hextech ultimatum to dodge the Emperor's Divide casually to allow that fight to happen. If he didn't do that, he would have been knocked out of it, and the kill would not have been registered onto Tempt. Tucson's follow-up, predictably, fantastic. They turn onto the Baron, but notice they have not leashed it yet. They're using the Essence Fuck just to bait in BBQ.
Oh boy, Ignar. No hope for him. The question is who's next? Crazy going all in onto Kramer. Shouldn't work out in the end, and now he's just gonna go down as well. Another double kill. Keen thinking about an extra kill for himself. Only 1-0-1, wants to have more on the scoreboard. But in the end of it all, they get 2 more kills. It looks like the Baron is coming up next.
And it was so cute, the Essence Flux used just to make it seem like the Baron had been started. Really nicely done by Afreeca. They get the Baron easily on the back end as well. These are little intangibles that allow Afreeca to be one of the best teams we have in Korea. We're going to watch the replay. Watch Keen, who Hextech ultimatums over to be untargetable over the Empress Divide. Beautiful stuff from him. And then Tucson, he does it again. He always gets in there.
Perfect
and that
timing.
knock-up guaranteed the Baron and the kills for the side of Afreeca Freaks.
The timing on that was right after the Feather Storm ended, and that's what allowed them to get the Xayah.
Showing new stuff. Having Mowgli and Spirit both look impressive. This is just the standard of Afreeca. This is the new Afreeca Freaks. Make every team, including Kingzone, a bit worried because beating this team on a day when they're playing this good seems very, very difficult, Valdez.
You can see they're taking their matchup against BBQ very seriously too. No shenanigans, at least in game number 1. We'll see if they pick something random in game 2, maybe another Xinjiao game, who knows. But here's the last stand, trying to get out to Kuro. That's actually a lot of damage, but instant deletion onto the Azir. See you later. They at least get Tucson once again. Seems to be a constant in a lot of these fights. But Tucson will very thankfully trade his life for a carries.
It's the right move by Temp, though. They're already down 2 inhibitors. You have to try and make something happen or you'll just lose anyway. 2 minutes respectively on the other inhibitors, so no rush. Here's another attempt to the all-in.
They're gonna get the stun here on Kuro, who does go down in the end. Trick stays alive. And now they're trying to go on in here. Trick getting low, but Keen is just ignoring them. Comes in the back, cleans up an easy kill, says thank you very much. Ghost almost goes down to Kramer as well. Even though it was looking kind of good for BBQ, they're just too far behind.
Yeah, they have a third carry. His name is Keen. He is massively far ahead on this Camille. Doesn't even matter that Kuro gets no damage out in the fight. Not looking like an MVP performance for him. I'm sure he's very devastated about that. But it certainly looked like a game victory. This are deadly, as what we saw in series number 1.
It almost looks scarier at this point. Just taking fight after fight now. 15,000 gold ahead. Keen with this TP up. Looks like they'll make a push towards the mid lane. And perhaps have Keen push another one. I like the plays that BBQ's trying to do. They got close in that last one onto Kuro, but now he's got a Banshee Veil, so it's going to be a lot harder to all in onto him. And a lot of summoners down also on BBQ from the last time. So let's see what they can do in terms of holding this off.
Whoa! I didn't see that angle before.
I was like, did I miss something? What happened, Papa?
We flattened the angle.
I know.
We're playing almost 2-dimensional League of Legends. We're known for 4D over here.
I saw them messing around with that. It's good to see it in action. Here's the engage. Observer almost misses that one as the Azir disappears and goes down to 1-9. As the Nexus is going to crash. That will be game number 1 going down in the end of it all. 37 minutes. Afreeca looks stunning in their game against BBQ.
It almost looks casual, Valdez, and casually, they are the second best team in